All right, Shalom. Giving our praise and glory and honors unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of great millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, the rest of the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the priest is I1 for GMS Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. Another Motb update. As we get closer to the fulfillment of one of the final major prophecies. One of the final major prophecies in these last days will be the prophecy of the mark of the beast fulfilled, which is found in Revelation 13, verses 16 on down. And as Deacon Malachi said, a part of the prophecy, is in Revelation 13, and the Motb is the digital ID. Yeah, the IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel, the deacons of IUIC, they know about the digital ID, and they know that it's a part of the mark in Revelation 13. Okay, the digital ID, the digital wallet, as we've been teaching you here in GMS. Okay, as we've been pushing for years, because it's becoming undeniable. Okay, if you different Israelites, if you couldn't see what was happening in, 2015, 2016, 2013, 2010, 2020, 2021, 22, which actually a lot of y'all started to wake up during the time of the pandemic. But if you Israelites couldn't see that the Motb and the digital technology is all a part of the same umbrella, so to speak, then you should definitely see it now, because they're beginning to see it over there at the IUIC. But they still want to hold to that the market is actually sin, and no. Okay, buying and selling. Anyway, so it says Spain's digital wallet to be included in EU Age Assurance app pilot project. Okay, so Spain's introducing the digital wallet in the EU, which the EU is a part of NATO, which is a part of the beast system, along with America and these other European countries, Canada as well, which are the different provinces of the Roman Empire and the reincarnation coming back into power. All right, the beast is also found in the book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter, the 4th kingdom, and Revelation 13, the 4th beast, which is the same government power. So it says the EU Age Check app to launch in July, says Tech Chief Henna Verkinen. Okay, it says in tandem with enforcement action on age assurance, the European Commission is ramping up activity on the EU age verification app, now scheduled to launch in July. Also this week, it was revealed that Spain's Passport digital wallet has been chosen as a pilot technology for developing an age assurance tool that can serve as a foundation on which individual member states can build out their specific regulations and languages, a so-called white label age assurance app for the EU. So basically, because they want to be able to build a digital wallet that that those at a certain age could use, which I believe now there's also this card. It's either an app or a card that your parents can set up for their children to be able to bank and buy and sell. I need to do a video on that. I saw that the other day. Maybe yesterday or this weekend at some point, maybe Saturday, I seen it. But there's this app that your parents can set up, adults can set up for their children to buy, purchase things. I got to look it up. Hopefully it wasn't a movie or something, or a TV show. I got to look it up. But anyway, so they want to launch this digital wallet out of Spain. which will be used for checks and balances in the EU on their digital platform. So this is a step closer to the MOTB because, as I always say, the infrastructure, before they introduce the micro C hip, the biometric implant, the digital all, they have to have the programs and infrastructure set up that the mark will utilize. Okay. And now I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. In Brazil, they introduced fingerprinting and biometrics for newborn babies. So now this here, infant.id system, and these articles both are from May 30th, 2025. So this is new news, recent news. This says the infant.id system can effectively address child swaps, trafficking, integrated biometrics. And look, see, they're holding up their hands, right? In this image here. So it says integrated biometrics is a regular exhibitor at ID for Africa. Africa, because they're going to introduce the MOTB there too. But the digital ID, the digital wallet, will be in Africa. Is Bishop Nathaniel and Deacon Malachi and the other deacons and bishops going to warn the Africans out there that this is part of the MOTB system? So, see, hey, GMS is 100% right. Okay? It says ID for Africa, AGMs, but this year, the U.S. biometrics firm showcased its first commercially available fingerprint capture device. Right, biometrics is the future of payments and identification. All right, fingerprints is part of this, facial scans, and then eventually they're going to put the implant in your hand or also in your brain. It says fingerprint capture device capable of recording a newborn's fingerprint from the moment they are born. IB Executive Vice President EVP David Jarowski told Biometric Update in an interview during this year's event in Ethiopia. All right, so you got to go to Ethiopia, Nathaniel, Bishop. That the innovative infant.id system can be effective in addressing several critical identity, healthcare, and security challenges around the world. And they did this in Brazil as well. Yep. It says the infant.id platform features fingerprint scanners developed by Akiyama, which together with an SDK make up integrated biometrics, infant.ib. IB holds the license for infant.id outside of Brazil. Jarowski said the system is the go-to solution for addressing problems like child swaps in hospitals or child trafficking across borders. Yeah, see, what's going to happen is they're going to introduce this system.
90.
And then eventually they're going to, and it'll be up and running, and eventually they're going to use this system and apply it with the MOTB, the implant, the charagma, the physical device under the skin that will be cut under the skin, engraven under your skin, and they're going to attach it to that device as the final solution to these problems today. You know, problem, reaction, solution. Well, the problem is child trafficking and not getting the right baby in these hospitals. So the reaction is we need to set up a system for it. And the solution is the MOTB. This is a step closer right here. It says this system allows countries and hospitals to link a child to their mother using their fingerprints. We can now guarantee that when a baby leaves the hospital the next day, they are going home with the correct parent, Jarowski said. All right. So this is a good article here. All right, there's a Brazil system. So we're close. Okay, we're close to the MOTB. Here we next one here. Creds Play Safe ID target growing business for digital ID in video games. Okay, Creds Play Safe ID target growing business for digital ID in video games. So it says whether it's making sure a player is actually human or making sure the right person is signing in to play as their avatar, verifiable digital identity is a growing trend in the video games industry. The latest tie-up is between Checkd.io's reputation platform Creds, which was built by Check.io, with esports company AK Esports, a division of AK Informative Tech. The partnership with Creds will enable AK Esports to generate verifiable digital IDs for drivers who compete in major sim racing titles, known as driver ID. This will allow players to own and transfer their in-game achievements across their career. So pretty much, they set up this digital ID system for video games. You can log in. They'll verify that you're human. You win these races or play any game ultimately, and you win these achievements, because that's a big thing now. You know, achievements in video games, and then it is applied to your ID. It says creds are lightweight digital credentials that players can store in secure digital wallets. These credentials can be used by esports competitors to unlock exclusive competitions, gain sponsorship, and prove their standing. Their credentials link to performance stats, event history, and gaming platforms such as PlayStation or Steam. And it's my belief that in the near future, once these different gaming consoles and video games and things come out, you're going to need a digital ID, a digital wallet, and ultimately you're going to need the Motb implant in order to play these games, because they're going to need to verify you. You're going to need the number, your unique number on the Motb implant that's just for you. Sort of like your social, the social security number here in the States. That's the future. Everything will be tied. Everything will be tied to the Motb. Video gaming, your hospital records, school records, everything. Your social media records. So they want to add digital ID to video games. So you want to play the game, eventually you're going to need that implant. This is another step closer. So I hope you were edified. All praises goes to Yahweh Bashem Al Shai Bashem Kakwadash. Shalom.